taking up that meeting.
So this seemed like she was already stalking you before the sexual intercourse happened.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
With that being said, what do you consider stalking?
Somebody's following me around, involuntary.
No phone call?
No, just calling me nonstop
Okay.
when I refuse to talk to them.
So when she popped up that day, that rainy day, that day at your office, you didn't get a phone call when she stopped by your house and talked to your wife.
No, she just showed up. She was there at my wife's house, and then when I came home, and then she was there.
So when did you really become to feel threatened in this case?
Yeah.
That's the point where you really started to feel like, okay, she might be trying to harm my family.
That's not, at the time I thought she was trying to break up my marriage.
Okay.
And you was trying to hold
And I talked,
together.
and then the following day, and I talked to her, and I told her, wife, you can't come over my house, you can't talk to my wife, and this has to stop.
So you tried to take a subtle way about ending this affair.
Yes, as soon as possible, yeah.
Okay, and then when you tried to take that subtle way, what was her approach?
Oh, she was very mad.
Oh, she was very mad.
She was very mad. She felt like I just used her and let her go.
What actually happened in the room when you first told her you was going to tell your wife that she could no longer he would no longer be a part of her? How did she react?
When I told her that I couldn't continue what we started doing, yeah, she was very mad. She was very mad, and she took it very, very hard.
At that point, did she seem like she was seeking revenge?
Yeah, that time she really frightened me a lot because that's when she caught herself.
Did she appear to be crazy?
Yeah, that's when I realized she was a nutcase, yes.
Objection, Your Honor. We object to calling my client a nutcase.
Yes.
Do you have any records that she was?
I'm gonna make one right now. Okay.
Any records that she was in a mental
Substanding
institution?
man.
Okay. So I have a question for you. In what instances did you feel, was she, okay. What are some of the causes, the effects of the causes, for instance, I say that meaning, when you try to get rid of her, what are some of the things she did to try to harm you or hurt your family?
Well, the first thing is show up at my wife's house and try to talk to, she was pretending to be somebody else.
Okay.
Objection. Our client was interested in buying an apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, but she knew,
Okay.
she knew that woman was my wife. She came there on purpose just for that.
Okay. And what were some of the other ones? Do you recall a rabbit? A rabbit?
Yes.
Whose rabbit was it?
It was my daughter.
Okay, and do you recall how I got in the pot? And then just hop in the pot since it's a rabbit? Or did you have an idea maybe of why it might have?
Yeah, I suspected her.
Okay.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
And did you think maybe that was like a hint of maybe coming harm you next?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And so what did you do after that?
I get the police involved, but there was no evidence that proved that was her that broke in my house and then killed the rabbit.
So once again, in this case, you gave her another chance where you tried to tend to her in another positive way.
I went to her house and confronted her, and then we got into a fight.
Okay.
And then I left. She was fine. I mean, I didn't do nothing bad to her.
But at this point, this is where you really officially tried to break it off.
Oh, it was already done already.
Okay.
It was long done.
So you had been done with it, but she wasn't done.
She wasn't. Yeah, she was not done.
Okay, so after all these occurrences, when you finally told your wife and your wife, finally was aware of the situation, and when y'all got back home, you and your wife, when you put the pot on the stove, I'm trying to get a point across your honor. It's a good point. I'm making a good point. When you put that pot on the stove, did it occur to you when you locked the door somebody maybe broke in and entered at the time when you locked the door?
I'm not sure how.